Welcome back to LoveDarts. Today I have the Martin Lukeman darts. They're 90% tungsten by Mission Darts and they're $39.95 and you can get them at DartsCorner. So a little bit about these darts. The dimensions you can get are 48mm long for the barrel length and 6.7 or 6.8mm depending on whether you go with the 23g version or the 25g version. Inside the box you can see that the darts are already attached to the stems and they're held all together with the mission point protector. The flights are at the top, so let's take them out and have a look at them. Now the first thing you're going to notice when you have a look at this dart is that the head of the dart is actually smaller than the rest of the barrel, a very unique feature that I've not seen on any other straight barrel darts before. The next thing you'll see is a fantastic green colour that they've actually been applied with, slightly different to the flights, but a very unique green colour. Anyway, let's start at the front. So they have a nice black point, because I can't stand silver points, I'm very happy with that. We then go into that unique head section, which then has a very standard ring grip, which alternates between this striking green and a shiny black colouring. The mission logo then slightly tapers into the grip lock stems, and we have a smash flight on the back, which I must admit I do quite like, as you may have been able to tell from my little intro. I'll give you an ultra close-up now just so that you can see the dart in its full glory. Now I'm not going to pretend that this is anything super exciting, it is a standard ring grip dart, although you do have the uniqueness of that small head. I really have no idea whether he throws from that section, whether it is a specification, maybe he rests his finger there and doesn't want it to be quite as high up as the rest of the dart. I'm not entirely sure, but either way it does make it a very unique feature to the dart, albeit on a fairly standard ring grip dart. Okie dokie, let's get these to the board and see how they fly. Now those of you with a keen eye will realise that this video was actually recorded quite a long time ago. I do apologise, had a lot of personal situation going on, but here we go, it is out now. So the first thing that I'll tell you about these darts, if you like a natural tungsten feel, this is a very familiar kind of grip. It's a standard ring grip and the dart feels quite solid in your hands. You don't get a huge amount of purchase foregrip, but it feels very comfortable. If you do like a solid feel, that's what you're going to get from these. Now I did find myself actually holding the barrel slightly further up than I usually do and resting my middle finger on the head of the dart just to see whether it felt any different at all. And I can actually say that because it's resting there and I'm having the top part of that middle finger resting up against the slightly raised section, it was nice to feel familiar and feel that comfort each time I threw. At 48mm long, I do find this dart very well weighted, very well balanced and works exceptionally well with the larger flights that it actually comes with. The aqua green colour doesn't actually match the flights. I don't know if that actually takes away from it at all. I don't actually have a problem with that myself, but it's almost like a sort of Rob Cross colour that you've got on the barrel compared to a nice bright sort of darker Hulk green that you can see on the flights. One more throw then with the supplied setup, and then I'll show you a few quicker shots using a few different flights so that you can see the trajectory, see how it enters the board, and see whether it might be comfortable for you. First up, the Dimplex flights by L Style. These zip through the air very quickly. They're slightly flatter than the larger style flights, but a very nice flight that you can use with this setup. I then move on to Paper Dimplex in the number 6 shape. These once again fly very similarly to the L Style Dimplex setup. If you like your darts to travel a little bit quicker and using a more flat approach, you can use the pear shapes. They sit very level to the board and zip through the air. Kite flights will give you a tiny bit more tail than a pear shape, and they will also travel through the air very quickly. The best way to get your darts sitting upright is going to be using the large standard flights. Now these are actually a different set of mission large standard flights compared to the ones in the box, but the ones in the box will give you the similar effect. Kondorax Neon now. These are a very brittle kind of setup all in one. I do like them, they look fantastic. They sit ever so slightly upright, but they do deflect a little bit more. We then quickly go on to the Robson, which has a very flat entry because they are a little bit heavier. Harrow's click system now, a very underrated system, I think partly because they spin and not a lot of people like that, but if you do like it, it's a very nice little system. Finally, Q-Salt AK, really like these, lovely little setup. At $39.95 for a player's dart, this is not a bad price for a dart. However, it is a fairly standard dart. You have a nice exciting green colour to it. It does have that smaller head if it feels comfortable for you, which we haven't seen before. So if that does work for you, this could be ideal. At 48mm long, I think these are a great length. If you like green, you like the small little head feature, I think these would be a lovely little dart for you. At $39.95, it's cheap. Now Hulk smash a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. PS, head over to Mission's site for this exciting stand that they sent me. It does hold 2 full setups. I've got the Lukemans and the Cladens here, and they've got fantastic features all on their site. Check it out, and remember, love darts.